Welcome to Winning Wall Street's Money. Help support my channel. We need to get to 1,000 subscribers pretty much as soon as possible. So then I go live streaming because YouTube policy, they won't let me go live until I have 1,000 subscribers. Thank you to all the folks out there that have subscribed to my YouTube channel. If you have not yet, please take this moment now with helping me. Click subscribe. Next, click the bell. And next, click all. This helps you receive a notification when I post my next videos. Plus, click the thumbs up button and every time you watch my videos. If you got value from this video, if this was helpful, then please consider sharing a small monetary donation to my channel by going below and clicking on either my Patreon or PayPal links. If you join my Patreon page, then you'll get early access to these videos 24 hours before they're posted on the YouTube and lots more. If you prefer just leaving a small tip, click on PayPal. Either way, then you get that warm sense of satisfaction years down the line knowing that you helped me become a successful YouTuber.
Friday, March 11th, 5 p.m. New York time. Good evening. Okay, we're looking here at the Dow Jones Industrial Average, which is the oldest U.S. stock index in the United States, and it has 30 companies listed in it. We're looking here first at the monthly time frame because there's been a lot of volatility, and I like to look at higher time frames. So each candle represents a month. The current candle is not done for the month, and look what it is. It's yellow, inside candle, but the solid body equivalent to a red. So it is making lower highs, trending down. The strength is on the downside. There's more sellers than buyers. It's bearish. Got it? Let's take this to the weekly time frame because we just completed another week. Well, for the week, it closed red, made a lower high, lower low. Again, the trend's down. It's bearish. We also have a rather large tail on the bottom. So buyers stepped in here, which prevented it from closing all the way at the low. But if you look where we did close, because it's a red candle, that means you close on the bottom of the body. If you don't know what a body is, it's this solid part or a hollow part like that. Those are bodies. What are these things on top and bottom? Some people call them shadows, wicks. And I forgot the third name. Shame on me. Okay. Well, we already identified here's the high for the year, which is a bearish pin bar. And look at this. This huge trading range, this green one, when we did last week attempt to close above it, we didn't, but we tested above it. That failed. So more than likely, the trend is continuing down. But again, we have these retracements, these green candles that reverse. Yeah, it didn't happen here. It tried and it failed and reversed. So we'll see what happens come next week. We won't know till next week. But now let's look at the 30 companies listed inside the Dow Jones Industrial Average by alphabetical order. And it's going to see if they're breaking new highs, if they're above the highs, new highs for the year, if they're near the lows of the year. So overall, we're trying to see where the leadership is of those 30 companies. Are they performing better than the Dow? Because the Dow right now is telling us you should be trading bearish, the index. But again, the individual companies, if you trade single stocks as well as index or one or the other, well, we're looking for if you're trading bearish, you're looking for the weakness. Vice versa. Weakness would be ones that are performing worse than the Dow. Yeah, can you believe that there are some worse than the Dow? And of course, leadership are the ones performing better. So we're looking here at Apple. Yep, Apple representing a large percentage of the index. Again, same thing. Trending down, lower low, lower high. Coming close to that swing point. Next, Alpha Mike Golf November. Well, it made a higher high, higher low. So it's performing better than the Dow index. It's not at a high for the year. And here's the low for the year. It's in a huge consolidation area here with huge stop hunts on both ends. Yep. So apparently people like buying this because again, made a higher high, higher low. Yep. Again, that kind of candle here is a bearish pin bar. So a lot of people got trapped there on the wrong side. Let's see what happens next time. I personally would wait for the trade eye there, either taking out that swing high or swing low, and look for triggers on the faster time frame. What's a faster time frame? Well, it's a lower time frame than this one, which is weekly. Higher time frame, slower time frame would be above this, the monthly. Got it. Let's go on to the next. American Express, Alpha X-Ray Papa. Yep, there's a low for the year down here. So it's performing worse than the Dow. Why? Because, well, let's stand out. Yeah, let me correct myself. Here's the high for the year. Here's the low for the year. The trend is down. It's bearish. It's not necessarily worse because it has that long tail, a bunch of buyers stepped in. But again, huge sell-off. So this may have a little follow through, retracement, and look for the opportunity to trade short again. Yeah, until it truly turns. But again, this may have a pop next week and possibly looking for weakness to trade on the bearish side. We'll see what happens. Boeing, Bravo, Alpha. Yep, new low for the year, really bearish, one of the weaker ones. It's inside this gap. See this blue gray area? Sorry, this, let's open it up. It's orange horizontal line. And let's zoom out more so you can see where this gap was from. There's a gap, all the way gap from 2 years ago. So what's a gap? That time it closed that price, gapped up there. So the top of this orange horizontal line, it already tested. Let's remove that. It hasn't filled the gap yet because it needs to go all the way down here to fill the gap. So again, it's still bearish bias, lower lows, lower highs. And if you're not familiar with the fundamentals or the current issue for the past several years of Boeing, it's got a lot of problems. Yeah, a lot of problems. It's bearish bias. The next, Caterpillar, Charlie Alpha Tango. Beautiful. Wow. So it's performing better than the index. The index, lower highs, lower lows, closed red for the week. And Caterpillar, green for the week. Higher high, higher low. Outstanding. Took out the swing high here, which was a buy point, long point, bullish point. Again, bullish when you expect prices to go higher. And if you're in those positions, you'd be long. So when you're buying a financial instrument, you're bullish it and you're in a long position. And you, if the price go higher, you're making gains. And when you close a position, if you close it for higher than you bought for, that's profits. Okay. If you're bearish and in a position, it's called short. And as prices decline, you're making gains. Got it. So again, it made a trigger. And that was the zone to been buying in, not necessarily on this time frame. The faster time frames, there were triggers, but the setup was here. Outstanding. So Caterpillar, outstanding. And a huge volume pushing it up higher too. Yep. We'll see if that continues that way. Charlie, Romeo, Mike. Oof. Yep. Took out that swing low. Let's remove that yellow horizontal line. Not good. Yep. So there you go. Bearish pin bar, faked out a bunch of people. So it's still bearish. Once in acceleration phase, it's so close to the lows of the year, it's not so good. Nope. It's because the trend is still down. It's not good. Let's go on to the next. Cisco, Charlie, Sierra, Charlie, Oscar. Yep. It's still in acceleration where that wedge I built, that blue horizontal lines several weeks ago. Yeah, it broke out both directions. Huge consolidation. And this may be coming accumulation phase. I'll have to start looking more into this, but that's what it's looking like, accumulation phase. What does that mean? Okay, go like this. There's financial institutions, when they're bullish, they start doing accumulation of the underlying financial instrument. And then there's a candlestick. Let's say it's a spring kind of candle. That green one might be it. That's a fake out that went lower, shake out the loose hands and close up strong. So that might be the spring, not necessarily the candle, but that's part of the phase of the accumulation to try to shake out the loose hands. And then you have the markup when they start marking prices higher, like they did here, markup. And when it gets to a certain point, it's overextended, they start doing distribution, which they were doing here, distribution, selling it, unloading it, pumping it. And then there's some kind of significant candle that typically does a repeat one more time upside to lure a bunch of new buyers in where huge volume selling, and then you have the markdown. Got it? You're dangerous. You know too much now. Good job out of you. Charlie, Victor, X-Ray, Chevron, energy sector. Yep. Outstanding. New high for the year. Outstanding. Outperforming the Dow Jones. And I mentioned this, if you've been listening to my videos last year, I was giving you bullish signals on this many times. Yep. So again, last year, there were the opportunities to be already in it, either buying a stock or doing advanced option strategies. Yep. I would not be jumping in that one right now. Sit on hands and wait for another entry. Disney, Delta, India, Sierra. Yep. So near lows of this year. Not good. Outstanding. I mean, sorry, failure. Look at that. Lower low, lower high. Performing worse than the Dow. Yep. It's inside this gap. Hasn't filled it yet. Just shy of filling it. The low of the gap is 128.62. So still needs to go lower. Probably will. Delta, Oscar Whiskey, Dow Chemical. Also, look at that green for the week. Higher, high, higher, low. Yep. Bullish pin bar down here. Buyer stepping in. Potential trade signals up here. Scroll down here. And so close. Here's the high for the year. Yeah, outstanding. Look, you had accumulation here, retracement, and accumulation. So higher lows. Outstanding. Down here too. Yep, still buyers stepping here, buying this on the pullbacks. Institutions or retail traders that are smarter than the average bear should not be buying at the highs, but buying at these retracements, long as it's still bullish. Goldman Sachs, Goff, Sierra. Up, new low for the year, not good. Just shy of taking out that swing low, not good. Plus that candle almost closed the same price it opened, like a dodgy indecision. Yep, suspicious. Yep. We'll see if we get a reversal next week. Don't know. Remember, that's a financial institution. They make more money as interest rates go higher. Maybe they're the ones that lobbying interest rates to go higher. Home Depot, failure. Yep. Massive problems. So here's a gap down. Yep. Very bad. Huge distribution, smart money still unloading that. Yep. 325, massive supply zone up there. Not good. HON, Hotel Oscar November. Yep, not good. Again, lower low, lower high, huge sell-off. Well, we have this bullish pin bar, similar to like a bullish pin bar here. So we have a demand zone here, buyers stepping in over here, and we didn't take out that. So small trading range too, even though many other stocks saw had huge trading range, this one has small trading range. So maybe starting in accumulation phase. IBM technology. Yep. Higher high, higher low. It's just doing a retracement of this big move down. Midpoint. Look at that. It rejected it right there. Nice. That's a trade signal intraday. You could have been day trading that bearish, or maybe you put a swing trade on bearish during the week when it tested that, because that was a bearish setup. It worked very well. Intel, India, November, Tango, Charlie. Nope, bad. Lower low, lower high. It's in accumulation phase. Could be worse. Johnson & Johnson. What a turnaround this one's done since last year. So much whipsaw on here. I wouldn't touch it at all. Move on to the next. Yep, a lot of whipsaw. JP Morgan, new low for the year. Terrible. Wow. Just shy of taking out that swing low. Yep, took out that swing low. Let's remove that yellow horizontal line. Wow. Let's close that gap too. Remove that. A lot of these financials in bad shape. They were high flyers last year. Again, they might start turning around and earning more income when their interest rates go up, but it's the current leadership that in the past and current that decides where to have their money invested. Yep, they must have had it invested in bad places that are taking a big hit. It could be heavily hedged in energy sources or in Eastern Europe sources or currencies too. Yep. Kilo, Oscar. Are you a Coca-Cola person? Are you a Pepsi person? Are you root beer? Comment below what your beverage is. Well, look at this. Huge sell-off. So prior week was all-time high for the year. Came inside in this gray horizontal area. That's a demand zone where buyers were in the past. Massive buyers. There was a resistance there. Then came supply, broke up supply. Look at that. Buyers stepped in here again. Institutions. So, you know, this past few weeks and sanctions going on from several countries have an effect on this one. Yep. McDonald's also, look at that, new low for the year. Not surprised. Mike. What is Mike? 3M. Just shy of new low for the year. Huge sell-off. That's not looking good. Nope, it's bad. Mike, Romeo, Kilo, Merck. Oh, it's looking better than Johnson & Johnson. Yeah. Bullish pin bar down here. Nice. Nice. We got higher high, higher low. Could be accumulation phase. It's looking nice right there. Let's leave it like that. Let's look at some options on that later. Okay. Microsoft, Mike, Sierra, Foxtrot, Tango. Yep, lower highs. Still heading towards this potential swing point. Nope, it's struggling. And Nike, November, Kilo, Echo. Remember, I mentioned I shared this last year as bearish prior earnings, after earnings. Yep, it's been bearish for that. So took out the swing low. This has been performing very well for me as trading bearish multiple times. Oops. So new low for the year, not good. Nope. Again, retail. Huge impulse move down. Wow. Papa, Golf, PG. Huge sell-off too. Yep. Already took out that swing low. That's really bad. Not good. Tango, Romeo, Victor, financial. So you notice Goldman Sachs, JP Morgan, look how bad they're doing. And plus American Express, but Travelers here, new high for the year, outstanding leadership. Nice, strong like bull. Uniform, November, Hotel. Just shy of highs for the year. So this red candle, that was the high this year, and that green candle high last year. So outstanding. It's massive consolidation, a lot of whipsaw, but there's definitely opportunities here for breakouts to be looking straight at. Visa, Victor, well, new low for the year. Wow. Bullish pin bar. Took out that swing low, huge tail on the bottom. Lower low, lower high. Closed below that body. I don't like that. So as a bearish pin bar, I use caution before I jump buying on here. But watch that closely because there could become a trigger and then doing good bull put spreads down here. Yep, I have to analyze this more. Verizon, telecommunications. Well, look at that. We made a new high for the year right there. Oh, nope, we're just shy of that. Last week was the high for the year. A massive sell-off. Yep. Struggling that one. Whiskey, Bravo, Alpha. White candle. That means open and close the same price right down there. Bearish pin bar, rejected that swing high. Now break above that on a faster time frame. One could look for trading bullish, but it didn't occur. And that we closed back inside that body. Very suspicious. Yep. and Whiskey Mike Tango Walmart. Nice turnaround, higher high, higher low, green. There you go, coming into that, interesting. So overall, the index and majority of the stocks are bearish, but there's several that are looking good. So if you're bullish, I already showed you which ones you should be considering looking for trade signals. If you're bearish, well, I already showed you which ones are the worst ones. Those are the ones you should be trading bearish. Or if you just want to do the index, well, look for those bearish retracements. So you have a retracement up here. If it fills, opportunity for looking at a trigger on the faster time frame.